What's going on, guys, girls, and other refined plastics? So today I had an idea. Well, actually, yesterday I had an idea. Basically, I wanted to take a couple RobTop levels and see if I could extend them convincingly in the same style as the original level. And I started doing that first. I did Electrodynamix yesterday. Thing is, I uploaded the video to Google Drive, and I cannot find it.
Hey, hi, future Sdslayer here. That's true, however, I actually have that video now, and I'm just intentionally choosing to not use it because I sounded really tired and boring in it.
Okay. We still have quite a bit to go. But, I mean, it could be worse. We could have a lot more to go.
So we're just gonna continue on with this as if that first video, like, never existed.
We're gonna just go a la coin video, the RobTop coin video, and I'm just gonna show you what I had done. So, let's really quickly go through the gameplay that I had made for the layout part, basically. So I'm going to show you the layout part. You'll notice it's actually after Electrodynamix, and there's like a fan-made song edit that I did as well, and I'll try to explain my thoughts going through. So I wanted it to obviously slow down. I wanted there to be that kind of thing going on. A little vignette type fade-in thingy. Pretty slow ship part. This part I wanted to be sort of like the cube at the drop of the level, with this part especially. And then we just have a bit of gameplay where it's just synced up with the music. And then we have a ball part. Then I wanted to make this part, I wanted to be sort of like that one UFO near the start as well. And then I wanted this part to be like all of those 3x ship parts that are near the end. And then this part, I was just, you know, doing whatever on, because Electrodynamix doesn't have many slow parts, so any slow sections were a bit hard to do. And okay, well, you get the point. Assuming that I hadn't died at the end there, you know, that's what it would have been. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to show you the decoration. First, I want to go through and talk about it as well, because I'm upset that I lost the video for it. So we're not letting that time go to waste. There's some very clear influence in the parts of this. You'll see some of these parts are a lot similar to certain parts in the actual level. So I'm going to play the video for the actual decoration now, and then I'm going to go through afterwards and I'll talk about what I was thinking for each part. So you'll notice a lot of parts in the extended version are very similar to certain parts in the main level. Like this cube part is super similar to, you know, that second cube part, the one that's like right at the drop. This part, I was a little bit, you know, I took a little bit of creative liberty on. This part isn't super similar to anything in the main level. This part is kind of similar to something in the main level. I don't remember exactly what part. This part I kind of did on my own. This part I was taking from, I was trying to mimic this section, I think, a little bit. Oh no, that was this part. This part I was trying to mimic that part. This part obviously is that UFO at the start. This part I was trying to mimic that. This ball part, I think I also had a theme for this one, but I don't remember which part it was. No, wait, no, I'm stupid. I already went over that. And then obviously this ship part was meant to be like this ship part. Mine admittedly looks a little bit worse because it's just one long structure. In that part, it's a bunch of little like pyramid triangle spike things. And then I really just did whatever I felt like for for the ending part, because there's again, like I said, there's not really any slow parts in Electrodynamix, so it was I didn't have much reference point here. I was just doing what felt right, really. In fact, the only consistent factor between all of these really is these pieces. These pieces saved my life while creating this. Yeah, so originally in the video, I had said that the other level I was going to do, I was going to keep it a secret. We're going to be taking 2 levels. Electrodynamix is one of them. I'm going to say the other one is a secret. Not much of a point in that now, since, you know, it's the only level I have to do now. And who could have guessed that it was Fingerdash? We got our start pause here. I think just like the Electrodynamix one, we're gonna start off building really rough gameplay. If you haven't seen C. Volton's video on unreleased Geometry Dash levels, he mentions how there's like a ton of unreleased versions of Fingerdash that got leaked, and you could see, basically you could see how RobTop builds the levels as layouts, and that's what I'm gonna do here. I think the weird part too is especially having to continue this cube part for a little bit, seeing as the next like part of the song where I would change isn't up yet. I think that's like, it's like right here. I do have a sort of obligation to make this next part a ball part. Because I'm sure that anyone who's played Fingerdash is aware that it doesn't have any ball sections in it. I don't know if RobTop just forgot about them, or if it's because he wanted it to show off the spider. But there's no ball section, so we're gonna fix that. Now, I'm really happy with how my Electrodynamix extension turned out, but we need to try and do Fingerdash some poetic justice as well, because I'm sure you're all aware that's my level, it's my thing. It would be a crying shame if I ended up screwing it up somehow. So let's not do that. Alright, fellas, so again, I didn't really talk much while building the layout, so we're gonna do everyone's favorite video editing trope. Basically, in the last ball part here, I was just trying to make RobTop-esque gameplay. Obviously, that's the whole point of the video. The dash orb there syncs with part of the song, which I tried to do as a cool little callback to the first cube in the main part of Fingerdash with the dash orbs in that section. I mapped out the next game modes ahead of time just because sometimes I do that while building layouts. Maybe a robot part. I don't know. I'm getting real fruity with these game modes. And wow, that was fast. We're in the ship section already. This section is heavily inspired by the only other ship section in the level, except this one is way shorter. It's sort of split in 2 distinct halves. The rotating saw bar part and the floaty block part, which uses elements from the ship in the actual level. I didn't actually make the blocks in this part float while building like they do in the main level. That was kind of an after-the-fact add-on, so I'll just show you what it looks like here. So, the robot part. I'm not really the craziest about this part. I think I sort of went overboard on fixating on sync a bit and made some pretty fruity gameplay as a result of that. I tried to make the part around the teleportals as sight-readable as possible, but whether or not I succeeded there is subjective. So we're back to a cube for the next part. This part of the song has another build-up like the one in the first cube section, so the last part of that section was my main gameplay inspiration here, trying to shove in a lot of synced orbs and portals before the famous blue pad spam that leads into a spider part. The spider here has a really quick set of speed changes to sync with the song, and while it looks kinda jank in the editor, I actually think it makes this part really fun to play. I think this is one of the best parts in the extension, and those speed changes are kinda just the cherry on top in my opinion. However, instead of sticking with the spider for the entire section of the song here, I sorta did a rapid fire back-to-back game mode swapping thing. So the next part here is a short UFO that takes inspiration from the only other UFO in the level, with these moving columns. After that is a dual mini wave, and don't even ask me what I was thinking here, because I would not be able to explain it. In order to compensate for this, I just vomited a bunch of D blocks all over the part so the level doesn't become an insane demon just because of it. Moving past that, we have another ball section. Since I have literally no actual part of the level to reference here, I was just trying to apply the same thought process from the first ball I made, just in a slightly faster speed. There's no deeper meaning behind this one. I do, however, like the black orb sync at the end of this part, even though it's a little janky, and you have to click them kinda late, otherwise you'll die from not being off the edge completely and you won't fall fast enough. Final cube. Nothing too crazy here, just sorta tried to model it after the last cube in the original level. I also threw a fake orb in there for some flair, which is the only fake orb in the entire extension, so hopefully it doesn't stick out too much. Other than another kinda hard to sight read teleportal, I do quite like this section too, and at the end I put a giant wall with some pads around it so the gameplay syncs with the song. And that's the entire creative process behind my Fingerdash extension. Alright, and with that, I think I'm gonna hand it back to past me to wrap up this section of the video. So now the fun part. I'm either gonna try and decorate this, or I'm gonna try and find someone else to do it that knows how to decorate, because holy crap, Fingerdash is a lot harder to... It's a lot more in-depth than Electrodynamix, that's for sure. So, yeah, I guess I'll see you guys when that's done. Hey guys, I'm in the future now, I'm back. So basically, some stuff happened with the level. I tried to give it to someone else, that didn't really work out. So instead, I tried to go through and decorate the level myself. I got through like 2.5 parts and then realized that the 2.1 editor is impossible. So unfortunately, I can't show you a full Fingerdash extension, but I will show you the half deco, half layout, full finished product right now. So yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy that. I really do like the ball section here. I think it's kind of my favorite part in the extension, which isn't saying much, I guess, because there's only 2 parts that are fully done. But anyways, if you guys want me to upload these, I guess I wouldn't be opposed to it. Just like tell me below. If I see enough comments, I'll do it. And yeah, if you guys did want me to do a part 2 of this, I'd definitely be down to. So yeah, comment your favorite 1.0 RobTop levels down below, because God, I cannot deal with the 2.1 editor again.